Pressure is mounting for Ottawa to follow New Zealand's lead and tighten gun laws. But would changing the law actually solve the problem of illegal guns? And could this potentially become a major election issue? Joining me with more is author of The Global Gun Epidemic, Wendy Sukier. Wendy, thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So give me a sense of the pressure that the federal government has been facing to tweak Canada's gun laws in response to Christchurch. And who exactly is calling for the government to do this?
Well, physicians from across the country, violence prevention groups, victims of gun violence, they've been calling for stronger gun laws for the last decade. After the Islamic Center shooting in Quebec City, that intensified after the Danforth shooting. There was a heightened call for a ban on handguns, and this has simply added to the momentum.
Well, in Canada, the number of murders committed with a gun has been increasing. In 2015, there were 179. In 2017, that rose to 266. Now, we know Ottawa is working to pass Bill C-71, which is going to tighten some of our regulations. As an expert in the field, do you believe that this is enough, or are there more actions that Ottawa should be looking at?
Bill C-71 really only restores controls we had in 1977. The legislation, for example, that was passed in 91 by the Conservative government is stronger than what we currently have in place because of the changes that Stephen Harper made. So Bill C-71 is really a minor improvement, and even that's run into problems because of the opposition of the gun lobby.
But polls show that most Canadians support tougher laws around guns. There was a Nano survey last year that found 67% of Canadians either support or somewhat support a ban on handguns. And in 2017, a poll by Ecos Research Associates found that 69% supported a strict ban on all guns in urban areas. Now, with that in mind, what could this renewed push mean for the upcoming election?
It's really hard to say. I mean, we've seen since the Montreal Massacre, the majority of Canadians want a complete ban on military assault weapons. They want a ban on handguns. We saw over 70% after the Concordia shootings in almost 20 years ago. So Canadian opinion on this issue has not changed. Expert opinion on this issue has not changed. Injury prevention experts, suicide prevention experts, crime prevention experts, experts in violence against women, all have called for stronger gun laws for 30 years, and yet the gun lobby has grown in its influence, and we saw Canada as one of only a handful of countries roll back its gun laws over the last decade. There are now there are over 1 million handguns and military assault weapons legally owned by Canadians. That's a massive increase from 1993, when there were about 300,000. If we don't take action to ban handguns and military assault weapons now, in 10 years there'll be 2 million, and it will be too late. The problem really is not Canadian public opinion. The problem is Canadians who support gun control don't do anything about it. And the gun lobby, as you would know, is virulent and relentless.
Wendy Sukier, thank you so much for your insights today.
Thank you.
And we reached out to Public Safety Canada to ask if any changes would be made to Canada's gun laws in response to the mass shooting in New Zealand, but we did not receive a reply in time for this broadcast.